Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
She's just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. He's just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share, the night goes on and on and on and on.
Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha. Whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha,
Whoa ha, whoa ha,
whoa ha ha,
The city boy, lonely world, just my girl. I ain't got a pot to piss in. Lonely my own commission, scraping out my.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the, well, I guess not so much the blackest show about nothing today.
Not today! Not today.
Yeah. We're about to have a wang dang doodle on today. Okay.
Are y'all ready to go to the nurse's office?
Yes.
Are y'all ready to go to the dentist's office? Yeah. Are y'all ready to go sit in the saloon? I don't even know if that's applicable, but I just imagine that's what they do.
Yeah. I was telling you earlier, they used to have this radio station in the Bay Area called KOIT. I think it was 95 point something. Mm-hmm. Abe, you might be able to find a commercial for it. But they always used to put Bonnie Raitt, let's give them something to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Yeah, and then they used to, the only blacks that they would play would be Luther, Tina, and sometimes Whitney, which were fine by me.
Sometimes Mariah. They like Vision of Love, but I'll hit you with it. I'll hit you with the he later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But how was your week?
Fog. My week was good. It was good. It was Asante's birthday, so we took Asante out to dinner, and fellowshipped with our good brethren. Happy birthday, Asante. We love you.
Happy birthday!
Y'all got Gordy out the house. I was so excited.
We got Gordy out the crib. Came in looking like the grown man that he is now. I'm just so proud of him. So Gordy came out, Drew, Antoinette, myself, Crystal, and Asante. And we went to a place. It was just all old white people. They gave you a dinner roll, nigga. We were like, oh shit, nigga. They gave a dinner roll, a pat of butter.
So, yeah.
I love a pat. Yeah. On a ceramic white plate. Mm-hmm. So we had but it was good. It was at a decent time. Everybody went home after. It was no after party. It was a good time. And then, I just been productive in the crib, like really, really trying to get productive on this day of recording, because I'm going to do it. We're on 164 days of genocide in Palestine. The IDF is still opening fire on people who are trying to get the little bit of aid that is getting into the country, because the rest of it is getting blocked. Sudan is also facing a ridiculous crisis. 13,000 people have been killed in the last couple of years. And so, we have to make sure that we are contacting our officials and staying up to date and not allowing this weary world to harden us and desensitize us and make us tap out of and get distracted from what's going on. So every day that we record, I am going to remind you of how many days of genocide we've been in Palestine, and also all of our other oppressed people around the world. So that's my due diligence. How was your week?
It was okay. Today is Friday, March 22nd, which means that it is C. Rogers' birthday.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, so happy birthday to my Siggy O. He's gone through an amazing change over the last year, and I can't say that I couldn't be more proud. So happy birthday to him.
I love your love.
Yes, it's work.
It's constant. It's constant.
But it's constant and it's easy for the most part.
Yeah.
But otherwise, my week was cool. It's been involved with a lot of research.
Yes.
One thing I'm going to be talking about on my Substack is raising your parents, and I mean this in the sense of like making sure that things are copacetic for future planning and estate planning and all that good stuff, and trying to convince your parents why that is important, because sometimes they don't see it that way. They feel like it's morbid, but it's also necessary.
Real. It's real.
I often I'm trying to teach my mother this idea how important that not to be selfish, in this idea of estate planning, because she's like, well, I don't have to do this because I'm living now. And I'm like, yes, that is important. And I encourage you to live now, because also, well, I'll get to the good part in a minute. But, it's like also, girl, there's business to take care of. You know what I mean?
No, we've got to get our things in order.
Yes. But in awesome news, my girl decided to finally retire this summer.
Like for real?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey. My girl said it was so funny how she said it. Like, we were talking about because she's also been trying to convince me to watch something on BET Plus, and I'd be like, "Ma, okay."
BET Plus got me for the Miss Pat show, and then
that's fair. And she watches the Miss Pat show, which is fine. I'll allow it. But she was like, you know what? Because she got like a raise at work, and so she was like, this summer is I think I'm done. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, I'm gonna retire. I think it's time. I was like, work. Yeah. But she was also like, I don't want to stop working, because she was like, I don't want my brain to go to mush. And I was like, oh, that's real. That's tea. Yeah. But we can work in a way where you are working and doing the things that you want to do, and not working full time and all this good stuff. Because her best friend of 50 years, I was like, well, who happens to be disabled, but I was like, is there something that you two can do or whatever? She was like, yeah. So somehow she's finagled me into shipping her and her BFF on a cruise somehow. so I'm gonna figure out a way to do it.
Okay.
I was like, that would be a great way for you to celebrate retirement.
Yes.
And also, be with your besties, because she's been reconnecting with a lot of her high school folk.
Oh, I love that.
And they're supposed to be having some reunion, which is because my mother and I went to the same high school.
Oh, that's so lovely.
and so I guess it's is inching closer to their 50th what's it called, a reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever reason, they just been getting in together and chatting and finding each other through the Facebook and stuff. So Facebook isn't totally evil. So in that regard,
no, it's got birthdays.
So yes, which I'll get to asterisk. I need to talk about that.
Nobody has met Facebook yet with the birthday reminders. I'm just telling you.
Nah. But yeah, so things are good in that regard. So Mama's, she's like, I'm done, and I was like, oh, I cannot wait, Queen.
That.
Even though that's probably never gonna happen for me, but I.
Yeah, no, not our generation. Not us.
Nah. But it's funny that you mentioned birthday reminders on Facebook. It's also a reminder of that, how when birthdays come up, I'll always have to click on the people, because I've realized some of these birthdays are heavenly birthdays and you had no idea. So there have been several occasions where I've gone to wish somebody happy birthday. And, I always have like a general feeling when I don't see people like in the zeitgeist or posting whatever, that something may have happened to them. And it's maybe I'm like, sixth sense, I see dead people. But I have this feeling. And so like the other day, I was like, this somebody I used to converse with on a regular basis happened to be their birthday. And I go and look, and I hadn't spoken to them in years, obviously. But just to go check and see how they were doing, because I was actually compelled to write happy birthday on their wall. And I realized that they passed away during the pandemic.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just kind of, I know. And it was just kind of like, that's so interesting how, it's a reminder of birthdays, but it's also, like to check in with people to be like, hey.
You good?
You good? Yeah. We don't have to be BFFs, because I realize that people have their own lives and you outgrow people, but you still respect and care for them, deep down.
Absolutely.
But then it was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. I
didn't mean to be, dark XD, but it happened.
You can't help yourself.
No, I can't.
Speaking of dark in a different way. So, because of Drag Race, I didn't know shit about Anna Delvey. I didn't know nothing about that person.
Oh yeah, I forgot to research. I know we were supposed to, and
I watched my very first ever Shonda show. I've never watched a Shonda show before. And it is a limited series on Netflix called Inventing Anna. Now, I know that I'm late, and I'm sure many of you have watched it. But I myself was fascinated because I didn't know anything about this story. It is... So, it's about the girl, and it's about a reporter played by Anna Schlumsky. My girl.
Anna Schlumsky. Oh,
My girl in Veep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eyes. So she plays this reporter, and then the girl from Ozark plays the Anna girl. And so
the daughter from Ozark?
Not the daughter.
Or Laura Linney.
The one with the pale hair, and she looked like she really did belong there. The wife? No, she was a sibling. I think she was a sibling of like the people who were against the family. Like they were trying, I only saw.
Yes, I know you're talking
so
about.
Much
I know you're talking about.
But
yes.
It was like some sibling and a sister. She's petite, and she's got one of those faces, and she got pale hair. So she played the Anna girl, and it is fascinating the way that white people can move through society and scam, and then they also They also had little stories in between, like real true stories, like about that kid in Queens who lied about how much money he made on the stock market, the high school kid, the one who went to Stuyvesant High School.
Yes. I do remember that story.
They referenced him. They referenced the boy who did Fyre Fest because them two had been to dinner before, of course. They referenced a couple of like scammy events or whatever, but this girl scammed in the most basic way. Like, I need niggas to stop duplicating credit cards at the gas station. Like, we've got to level up because this girl was sliving until she wasn't. You see what I'm saying? She was sliving in these crazy 5-star hotels and traveling to Morocco and screwing over everybody that she knew. The girl got to Morocco, Marrakesh, stayed in one of the top like resort hotels in the world, ran the bill up over $60K, and then they were like, your cards are not working, ma'am. Had her homegirl pay her, like, I'm gonna wire you the money. Don't even worry about it. Kept telling everybody her father, she was gonna get her inheritance. She was gonna get her, what's it called? What's the thing called? Clearly, I'm not rich.
Trust fund, annuity payment.
Whatever. She's gonna get that. Or her
endowment. She's getting money from her dad.
She's getting money from her daddy at a certain age. And so once, not the trust fund, but another one. Whatever. So she was going to get. She was,
me to tell you about Tori Spelling in a second because I
potato
I went
face.
down a deep dive the other way.
Okay, yeah, I would like to hear about her because don't she have a face like a potato? Anyway,
she does.
So, scammed her friend. So I told her friend, you just put your card on file. I'm gonna wire you the money. We had the girl holding on for 3 months. 3 months. The girl used her corporate card. Worked for Vanity Fair. Stupid. Because there's no way I would put my motherfucking card on file for that when you invited me to a trip in Marrakesh and then all of a sudden your shit don't work. She was faking. She had one of those like a cheap voice synthesizer situation, and then would get like a Google Voice number and was pretending to be her family's accountant to talk to all of these high up wiggers in society who were signing off on $40 million loans and things like that. Mama was trying to rent like 281 Park, like a building in the financial district. Yes, this is what I'm saying.
What?
Yes, not the financial district in Flatiron. Like it was. Yeah. It was madness. It was madness.
White Legion. Who the fuck did I become friends with?
Yeah. And of course, you know who her bottom bitch was?
Who?
A black girl who worked at one of the hotels. Still holding her down. To this day.
It always happens to be a homegirl that work at a hotel.
Oh yeah, very much so.
You are not new. I am not stupid. This is New York. I work in the New York people business. Everyone here is running a game. Everyone here needs to score. Everyone here is hustling. Everyone here wants something.
So it was a fascinating little story. I'm not gonna hold you.
Wow. This is how I know white people they don't think about money. Like it's so like.
This is why there don't need to be no billionaires or billionaire entities.
No.
Yes, I'm on my shit again. There doesn't need to be, because y'all let this little white girl running around here in a Forever 21 dress scam you in a fucking Chanel blazer. You know what I'm saying? A bitch puts on a pair of shades and a blazer on her shoulders and all of a sudden she's important. And there are children who are starving. And there are people out here who are like, yes, I'll buy this art piece for $10 million. That is madness. Like, what do we live in? This is not real.
Yeah, that's so wild. This is why I had Chris and I were talking one day years ago about how, like, as soon as you reach a certain amount of money, a threshold, you automatically get these friends that you never had before. Like, I feel like once you reach like 10 million, you automatically become friends with Tyler Perry.
Yeah, or like Elon Musk.
Yeah, and it's just like, why? Like, why can't you just keep friends from around the way? You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Well, you know, that's another.
Well, you know what I mean? There's got to be some other, like. Yeah.
Not Elon Musk, but you know, like. That's another.
That's another layer. I get that. But it's also like where I just don't understand how like you see this I need to know her like because
No,
she scammed her way into like some sort of party with like you said a Forever 21 dress and a Chanel blazer that she probably got from Rent the Runway.
She actually
and
stole.
Then all of a sudden,
she stole money on this lady who she was living with for a while. Not Bloomingdale's, Bergdorf account. So when she would go pick up the shit for the lady, she'd put shit on the account too. Mama was scamming on every level and every way. Do you hear me? All off of the vocal power of her saying, "My father, my faja."
That's so weird. White people are so gullible. That's like that story the other day that was in one of them, Atlantic or somewhere, where they got scammed out of like $50K, and they were like, "Oh, it could happen to you, or it could happen to anyone."
No,
it was like, "Not me, girl."
Let me tell you something.
No,
I was looking for a doctor for this scar on my chest because I was like, I've got to figure out what I can do. So I wanted to go see this keloid doctor, right? So I'm looking up these specialists in the city and whatnot. The thing says, they want you to send pictures, you got to send an email, and $100 deposit or something. Guess who won't be going to that doctor? Because you're not even going to scan, like, it's not even going to be $100. And he could very well be legit. But I'm not sending you no motherfucking money before I go to an office. I'm not doing it.
May I ask, was this a black doctor that you
I don't know. I need
to because there's this doctor, this keloid specialist that Chris used to work for in the city. And
what's the name?
We'll talk after.
No, just tell me.
I forget. He's black. He used to be on this show called The Doctors. He bald headed. God, I gotta ask Chris what's his name.
Tell me his name. Why is he?
The office is on Lex. They were raggedy to Chris, so so I don't know, but because Chris used to have to like it was very Dr. Miami situation. Like Chris was social media manager for them, and he would be in the OR like filming the shit with them.
No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah. I'll ask him and get the name of it.
I say all that to say, we not getting to where y'all get. First of all, we don't have that. Second of all, we are not doing that because we're going to watch our very pennies to make sure that they are going where they need to. Because we can't control everything. We can't control everything. Look at where our tax dollars are going. We can't control everything, but I'm going to control what I can. I'm going to tell you that right motherfucking now.
I always say each one of my pennies is accounted for. I know where allocated and accounted for. I know where it's going because I don't have much of it. I know that the government takes a significant amount away from me against my will. Otherwise, I'm going to
things.
Exactly, to fund wars and genocide and oppress Black and brown people,
and
including the brown people who don't think that they're brown. Yeah, you know what I mean?
How are you colonizing in 2024? How are you stealing land in 2024?
I know. Listen.
Madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
But yes, okay, so Tori Spelling. So I didn't realize, okay, so we a part of the Substack thing, which I'll talk about later, we're doing like first things and like you'll see, audience, that Jade will be on in a future episode, and so we're talking about like experiencing things for the first time. So Chris's episode, we're talking about Charlie's Angels because we had never watched the original run of Charlie's Angels.
Okay.
And so doing a deep dive and like, because there was always the joke that, like, oh, Farrah Fawcett passed away on the same day that Michael Jackson, which completely usurped her death. And everybody was like mourning in the morning. It was like, oh my God, Farrah, it's so sad. Because it was tragic, obviously. And then 6 hours later, it was boom. Michael Jackson.
And my mother, Jade! I'm like, the girl, okay. I understand, but also.
Right. So, like, I realized that Charlie's Angels was produced by Aaron Spelling. And so we were trying to like do a deep dive and feel like, where does Jacqueline Smith, like, is she getting residuals and blah, 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 blah. And then I realized, okay, yes, Ariel Spelling died in '06. Died. $500 million estate left to his wife, Candy Spelling, her birth mama. They had 2 kids. I think it was Randy and Tori.
Okay.
Candy and Tori didn't fuck with each other for whatever reason. Can't figure out why. I feel like I need to go read her book, but I'm not that invested in Tori Spelling so that much. But they didn't fuck with each other, and all she, out of $500 million, she only gave Tori $800,000.
I could destroy them both. These are not people that you want to meet. Kill him. 90210's Tori Spelling, and from Melrose Place, Patrick Muldoon.
It's too dangerous.
Who are you afraid of?
And now, Deadly Pursuits on the NBC Monday Night Movie.
Like, out of her daddy's estate.
Damn.
Now, I know. And then only gave the brother $800,000 too, but which was funny because him and, like, they weren't estranged. They were like the best of buds. So it was like, okay, you give me $800,000, but I'm still living under my mama's roof. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, damn, that's so fucking crazy. Like, I'm like, even as my own kid, I'm gonna spite you at the nose, and you don't need this money because you don't fuck with me or whatever. I thought that was so fascinating. Like, that's crazy. And then she has like, apparently Tori Spelling has like, has made really poor financial decisions. And I'm wondering if that's because her mama didn't give her this money, because it's like, girl, if I give you an inkling of any more, you're gonna squander it.
Now, does she have an issue with the drogas?
Well, I assume that most.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean?
So I don't know.
But what Candy Spelling did was, I'm not gonna give you the money. I'm going to give $10 million and put in a trust fund for my grandbaby. So you can't touch it. Okay. But my grandbaby can. Mm-hmm. So, which again, I don't find issue with, honestly. But I just thought it was so fascinating that, like, damn, like,
I'm looking to try to see anything extra.
Like, why they didn't fuck with each other?
Now they are fucking with each other now.
Now, because what's her face? Tori had a $36,000 Amex payment that she failed to pay, and then her mama ended up paying it because they cool again after. Because she's no longer with her nigga anymore, Dean McDermott. Because I remember this vaguely, because I here and there I watched the Tori Spelling reality show. Because I thought it was weird that Lifetime was doing reality TV, but anywho, but yeah, her and her mom are cool now, and that she helps her financially. But I was just something like, that's real cold blooded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn, 20 years they didn't talk.
I can't imagine. Well, I haven't talked to my daddy in forever, so I get it. But I just can't imagine not talking to my mother for 20 years. Yeah,
20 years is like, listen, that some mothers are harmful. You know what I'm saying? And they're in your life, and sometimes people got to cut them off. I'm just, astonished by 20 years of silence.
Beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to know, like, why.
Yeah, like, is it warranted 20 years? Because I could imagine some shit going down, and I could be like, well, I'm not talking to that bitch forever. So I get that.
Right.
But I wonder, because, a lot of times white people be having, it's either high drama or extremely petty drama.
Yeah, like they try to kill each other, or,
Yeah, and then I get, okay, cool. Or, mommy didn't buy me the Jeep Rubicon.
And this is what I want. I'm like, why did that lady not give them... She didn't give them a smooth million, because it was both of the siblings. So I'm wondering if it was like I'm not getting ready to give all this to you, and so you can go squander it on however you all are living. Or was she like selfish, mommy dearest? I'm just curious to know.
Me too.
Now you're going to send me in a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I need to do more research, but I was totally fascinated by this whole ordeal.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm now fascinated as well.
Yes. But we got to pay some bills too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
important. So thank you for listening and telling a friend about us each and every week. Continue to do so. Love us out loud. We're not the trade. We're not DL. Love us out loud, openly and proudly. We're here every week. Tell your friends and family to join the Cult of Chaos. It's a good time down here in hell. Also join us on Patreon. That's where you can get even more indoctrinated. It's $9.99. We have a Wang Dang Doodle. We have brought back The Hills. Watching The Hills. We have finished Anne of Green Gables. We just finished that this week. I will say the finale is a Wang Dang Doodle. It's very funny, and it shouldn't be, but it's very funny.
Yeah, there's many moments of inappropriate.
Yes, and of course, recaps of your favorite television shows. And fret not, we have more coming, and Love During Lockup is coming back in April. So I know a lot of people left us, but come back because we are coming back with the heat.
Yes.
For Love After Lockup, and it was time for them to take a little breaky.
No, to re-up. Yeah.
And all that jazz. But also subscribe to us on YouTube. It's free to join, freer than you and me. And also join where the Cult of Chaos communes down in the Discord is free to join. Say what's up. Join every channel. There's chats about anything and everything, and check the description box wherever you're listening to find the links to those things, and our social medias. Special announcements this week you can find on my Substack. I had a wonderful conversation with Melissa Beck about Love is Blind and reality TV in general. She, even in the paid section, she dropped some dimes on secrets of television and contracts and things that I had no idea about. Also this week, Jada of all J's will be on.
Hey.
She's with me experiencing something similar to this for the first time.
Yeah. What kind of? Yes.
Yes. So it's a good time.
You've also fucked up the algorithm on my phone. I just want you to know.
Oh.
I got prompted to purchase an essentials list, and I was like,
"Oh, absolutely not."
So
no.
I cursed you yesterday.
Oh, well, sorry. So go down and join. We have some really good fun upcoming talks. I have a talk with Tracy May.
Yes.
We're talking about men. And I am...
We got to have Tracy May on Getting Grown.
Yes.
Yeah. Gonna do that.
It's going to be a Wang Day Doodle, whatever you do.
Go check out the Substack. You got some good guests. Go ahead. You're onto something.
Yes, I'm booking.
Yes, you are. You're doing your big one.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Is there any else that we need to announce? Do you have anything?
Not that I can think of in this moment.
No. Only reminder: wear your mask and buy local, honey.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
So let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Jaden XD. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I am sorry for his passing, but he was a force to be reckoned with in this town. People, he wasn't very big. People quaked in their, and actors were terrified because if they weren't just really perfect, they were afraid they're going to get fired. And, it's like he's not going to let any actor that's making $1 million an episode or something, what do you...
I'm excited for today.
Same. Can't wait.
Yeah. So, we're doing power ballads, things that are heartfelt, gut-wrenching, but also with the tune of a guitar, particularly an electric one.
Monster Ballads. 35 powerful hits on 2 CDs and 2 cassettes.
It's awesome! Is this love
White Snake.
that I'm feeling just to be the next
Mr. Big.
be with you?
A lot of the time, yes.
A lot of the time.
I say, or as Kia says about Cisco, he scrunches his feet up in his shoes when he's singing. And so that's what a power ballad is. Like, you have to imagine that all of these people are scrunching their feet up in their shoes when they're singing and hitting these notes. Yeah.
Which I should put Drew Hill on this list.
I did. I just actually thought about that.
Or Cisco, because Incomplete belongs here. But maybe
why was that the one that just popped in my head?
Maybe we need to do like a R&B ballad list. Yeah,
because I was thinking, because I was trying to incorporate more R&B into this. I got a couple, but really, it's kind of different because there's like a build up and a mellowness to our power ballads. And so, like I have some of our queens on this list, but also I wanted to put Luther on here, but I said Luther does what is it called? What's like sneaky, like a sneaky link ballad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It builds a building ballad is what he does.
Yeah. Although I will say Here and Now can be on this.
Here and Now can be a power ballad. And I didn't even think about that one.
I need you. I look in your eyes and there I see.
Yeah, which I feel like I've talked to you about this. It's the greatest love song of all time.
Absolutely.
It is a declaration of love, of
I vow to be yours
Black love.
endlessly.
Yeah, it's honest and pure and a true vocal. And it's a man singing it because, normally, sometimes when women are singing about love and stuff, it's almost like the equivalent of them proposing.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's
God,
like, get up.
You know what? Some of our new merch needs to say "Get up."
Get up.
I actually want the chicken feet in soup with the diamond ring. It said, "Get up, chicken feet in soup, diamond ring."
Get up. No. But anywho, let's. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Ooh, we are all the time.
Yeah.
Maki does.
Do you want to kick off our power ballad list?
Well, you know what? I want us to kick off our power bottom list with Incomplete, since we both discovered that is a power ballad.
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
Bright lights, fancy restaurants, everything in this world that a man could want. Got a bank account bigger than the law should allow. Still alone.
But I never make a promise that I can keep. That ain't me. Yeah. Incomplete is, yes. Incomplete is a power ballad. Think about Cisco in the way that he was. See, because that's the other thing about power ballads. Generally most of the song, I'm not going to say all of it, most of the song, they are belting.
Yes.
And so Cisco is belting and
singing from the toes.
Singing from the toes. So I think we should start off collectively with that. But my first personal selection which I think is about anal, but I don't know. Oh, I would do anything for love. Yes, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Oh, absolutely. It is definitely.
Anything for love.
Yeah.
And I would do anything for love. I'd run right into hell and back. I would do anything for love.
Meatloaf was historically he was into a bunch of shit, but I don't think he was. I've always thought it was about anal, or it was about like loofah activities,
pegging. You know,
yeah, black loofah activities. You know what I mean?
What is Meatloaf's "Anything for Love" about?
You could Google that. I need to close my window. So hold on.
Okay. Okay. No, that doesn't make it as fun.
What was it about?
So they're basically saying like the only thing he won't do for love is stop dreaming about his love. So like basically I will do anything for love. Right. No, it's about anal. It's about anal.
It's about pegging.
Yeah. It is about pegging.
Yeah, or eating booty. It has something to do with booty.
Something with butt.
Yeah,
It's about butt play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got first on the list? That's right.
I guess mine could be considered about anal too, but it is a very it's a lovely song actually. I first heard it because this guy used to sing it to me in like a R&B nigga kind of way, and I was like, what is this song? And then when I heard the song, it was like so much better. But it's When I See You Smile by Bad English.
Sometimes I wanna give up, wanna give in, I wanna quit the fight, and then I see you, baby, and everything's alright.
When I see you smile, I feel on top of the world. like it is so. I mean, he's not nowhere near the picture. I don't know if he's dead or not. I hope not. But
I was trying to imagine how I would feel if a nigga was singing that to me, and it's multiple ways.
Yeah.
Depends on the nigga.
Yeah. But I was like, and if you look at Bad English, they are a big hair white band.
Yes, which a lot of these are actually.
Absolutely.
A lot of them are.
But yeah. When I See You Smile by Bad English.
That's a good one. I'm going to take us in the same realm. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the nurse's office, okay? Mm-hmm. You have a headache.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
I'm at school.
You're at school.
So this is 90 in the 90s. Okay.
Yeah, maybe just 92. Let's take it to 92.
Okay.
So, she gives you some of that liquid ibuprofen, in the little cup. Mm-hmm. And then she tells you to go lay down on like the doctor bed with the paper. Mm-hmm. And you
crinkle.
Crinkle. Exactly. Climb up on there. Mm-hmm. You're trying to find a proper nap position where you're not going to get constantly bombarded by the annoying sound of this paper. And the smooth stylings of Foreigner are in the back. Yeah. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I had to paint the picture for you.
Oh no, that's the proper picture. That is a proper picture.
Change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think that also was about anal.
Yeah.
I want you to show me.
Yes.
That was about pegging. That one was definitely about pegging.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This song, I've been playing it a lot recently before we even talked about doing this show. And Chris looks at me funny every time I play it. But I was like, this nigga is singing down. But it's funny because of how they made fun of it. So on Fresh Off the Boat, remember towards the end where Michael Bolton became co-owner of the Saddle?
Yes. Yes, I do.
But when I tell you, how am I supposed to live without you? That white man is singing.
Let me tell
down.
you something.
Now it's more than I can take. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you.
I don't know what kind of snapper pussy somebody put on Michael Bolton, but they had that honky crooning. Okay, let me tell you something. Because when a man loves a woman, that nigga is belting his feelings. When a man loves a woman, I'm making sure that I put my mouth away from the microphone so y'all can shut the fuck up. But Michael Bolton be out here singing for the salmon. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but how am I supposed to live without you?
Yeah.
Without loving you for so long. And then it also helps because he has Negro backup singers in the back.
Yeah.
So it is like he is belting from his scrotum. Like I thoroughly enjoy that song. It's a great shower song to sing.
I feel like a lot of, and I'm not even a Michael Bolton person, but I feel like he has those songs. And something about these long-haired white people, because as we were discussing on your Substack, something about these long-haired white people, they do love to have a Negro in the studio with them. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like they had a pocket of friends that they would go kick it with. You know, maybe that's where they went to go buy their cocaine from. But there was a Negro somewhere around, because there is a fine element of soul that exists within a lot of these power, not all of them. Now my next one, I would like to say this is like the Ann girl, Ann Shirley of the 80s.
You my Ann
because y'all have to watch the Patreon and the Anne of Green Gables recaps to understand that, okay? Yeah. But, you know, she speaks in a very poetic tone with everything that she says. And so, you know, Bonnie Tyler kind of spoke that way in the 80s when she talked about her own heartbreak, because she didn't just say that, you know what I'm saying, like, my heart is broken, it's sunk. No, Mama said total eclipse of the heart.
Yes.
If that's not Ann girl, I don't know if that's Ann girl verbiage.
Yeah.
Total eclipse of the heart.
Yes. Yes. That's on my list too.
Did a big one.
She did her big one too. I also,
that's what is that the new young people phrase? That's what I try to take one and use it. So it's standing on business, and now I think it's the big one. So I just need a couple of them to relate.
I'm gonna take it back. Both of us talked about this on the other show, but they should play this at church. But Chicago's "You're the Inspiration."
Always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to.
You're the inspiration.
A jam.
I am in the chiropractor's office right now with you. Yes.
Yes, just be like, yes. Just I feel like every time I play Chicago, I feel like I need to put my hair in a ponytail when I'm making like my own jam.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Like with
showerless.
Pectin. Yes. Toes out.
Toes out, musty, making jam.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But Chicago's "You're the Inspiration." It is such a great inspirational song.
It is. Followed by, okay. This is in the same family of tone. Okay. So, you and I, earth signs, we've never been the most romantic niggas. You know what I'm saying? And yet we are in these super long-term relationships. Crazy.
I know.
And so sometimes those feelings were a little confusing for us initially. I'll never forget when Tristan said we moved in together and he was bringing his stuff in and I was sitting on the couch and I was looking at his stuff and him like, what the fuck? So I feel like this song captures that element for both of us. You will understand because you are confused when it starts to happen to you. But White Snakes, is this love?
Is this love?
That I'm feeling.
Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love? Or am I dreaming?
Is this love that I've been longing for? Yeah. A power ballad. A power ballad. Paint the scene.
It is. Ooh. I'm going to fast forward a bit.
Okay.
To the 90s. And power ballads took a deep turn. Yes, the current. But but I mean 90s, I mean mid 90s, like 96 through 99. But we talk about one of their other songs often. But Matchbox 20 gave us 3 a.m.
And her voice says strange. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. She says, baby, well, I can't help.
It's 3 a.m. and I must be lonely. That is a love song. And most of their songs are about love. Now when I listen to like the greatest hits, and I was like, that is a jam.
You know what? I'm just gonna follow you then. I'm just gonna follow you because right around that time, it was some white men that came out. It was a movie that came out, and they needed to accompany it with a song that's called a soundtrack. And
remember
it
those?
Do they have them anymore? The last one I remember was for Black Panther. But anyway, so it was a song that accompanied a movie. This white boy with bangs got on that track and crooned his motherfucking heart out. And I would like to say that is the Goo Goo Dolls' Iris.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand when everything's made to be broken.
Yes! A video
But
too.
I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Iris.
That's good. That's good Tuesday morning music. I'll tell you.
It is. Yeah. Having a little tea, watching the news on mute.
I also want to continue that trend.
Okay.
This is a 2-for-1 for me because it's the same band. But I'll talk about them individually. But one of the songs, they are both really beautiful songs lyrically. And my homegirl, Dr. Lenora, she always said the Nillas don't have souls, but they be having the lyrics. And I was like, that's true. Because Incubus's Stellar is such a beautiful song. And so is I Miss You by Incubus.
I enjoy Incubus. I'm not gonna hold you.
Me too.
Not for nothing.
Brandon Boyd actually just came out with a solo project last Friday, actually. Right, and which is weird because Incubus is going on tour. I think they're coming out. I think they're doing 20 years of Morning View, and I know. So I need to go.
Was it Incubus who did Drive?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yes, Stellar and I Miss You. They are wonderful songs that are a power ballad.
Do I have anything else? Okay, I'm gonna take it even more current than Incubus and Goo Goo Dolls. You recently told me about a young lady from Canada who everyone believed to be dead and replaced with a robot of herself.
Oh my gosh.
When she first came out, she used to wear redacted tank tops and
ties around her
neck, like a suit tie, and pants with a belt. But she got a song where she too is singing her little Canadian heart out, and it is "I'm With You."
It's a damn cold night, trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Yo is really what it's called. I'm with Yahoo.
Yes. On that note, let's take a break.
Okay.
And be back with more Jaded XD. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Rock and roll's been much in the news lately. Certain states have been considering legislation that would ban certain lyrics, possibly even ban rock and roll altogether. You see, rock and roll has been blamed in a number and even named in some lawsuits. Blamed for teenage drug addiction, crime, an assortment of problems. All of this has been linked to rock and roll music.
And we're back. This is so fun having a Wang Dang Doodle in the doctor's office.
Okay. I am in the chiropractor's office. You know who still plays a lot of these tracks? My backup nail shop. They still play the cool stylings of the radio, and I be in there singing and with no shame, honestly. I have my mask on, and you hear behind it, you hear so like it is it's wonderful. What's next on your list?
I'm trying to figure if I want to go modern or mid-modern or go back. Let's go back. Let's just go back.
Okay.
Because technically I have 2 degrees between me and Kevin Bacon, right? It's you and then
I love to
yes, and so this is the track from Footloose, Almost Paradise. Mike Reno and Ann Wilson are motherfucking
They are knocking
singing.
on heaven's door, okay?
Yes, goddammit. They are. Yeah. It's almost paradise.
We're knocking on heaven's door. Oh, I forgot about that song. Oh,
a duet.
That was a duet. That was a duet. Oh, what do I have this in the same vein? Another heartbreaking song. Okay, but this white girl is singing. Okay, her name is Roxette. And the song said, "It must have been love, but it's over now."
It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I have been love, but it's all.
Ooh.
And she is singing it from her belly button. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been love, but I lost it somehow.
Hits.
That stick like roots.
This next one, you know, there's not too many like white folks that black folks collectively like go up for. There's like a solid list of 10.
I know where we're going.
And this bald-headed white man,
I don't know.
Phil Collins, has given us hits after hits after hits. And when he gave us the first single, In the Air Tonight.
Let me tell you how niggas lost their minds. Okay, because I am niggas. I still remember.
Like sang his own echo, the drums, the drama of it all. Like,
okay, can I tell you one of the great, like, one of my favorite videos on the internet is so stupid, but it's a kid riding their bike, and they're playing the video itself is playing In the Air Tonight. But when the kid rides into all the trash can, he hits all the trash cans. That's when it hits the drums. And it is perfect. Oh, I love Phil Collins. He's like,
yes.
He's like bitch Elton John to me.
Oh, because like South Park. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, well, technically.
Yes. No. But for me, you know, he's my bitch Elton John. So like Elton John, but Phil Collins, you know, you ain't too far behind.
Yeah. No, he's hetero Elton John. Like he's, you know.
Oh, he is hetero.
Mm-hmm.
It's British.
Yeah.
As you were talking about, you know, some of the Caucasians that and Abe, make sure you bleep earlier when I said honkies.
I say that every episode.
Do you?
It's like okay. Sanford and Son.
Okay. We are Sanford and Son.
Yeah. Shut up, dummy.
Jamaican queen.
Queen
of Kingston, okay? Queen of St. Catherine, okay? Queen of Montego Bay, Queen of Ochi. I'm talking about the Bob herself, Celine Dion. And there are 3 tracks I would like to point out of hers because Celine...
And they're probably all on my list.
Absolutely.
So.
She is, first of all, she is a power ballad. Let's be clear. Also, 2 of these songs were not hers originally. They were not hers. She took them and made them hers. The first one being The Power of Love. Originally sung by Jennifer Rush, also a very good version, but Celine came through and tore that motherfucking song up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to run for the power of love. I would love to hear her sing that one time live. The second song, also not originally hers, originally sung by Eric Carmen, All by Myself.
All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself.
Makes us think of Clueless. You remember, because Cher was having that moment, and they played When I Was Young. I never needed anyone. And let me tell you something. Making love was just for fun.
Just for fun. And now those days are done.
Are done. Doo-doo.
Yeah.
Living alone. I think of all the niggas I've gotten rid of. And when I dial the telephone.
Done.
Hello, I'm not home.
Yeah. Like Mama has like the build up, her and David Foster made music together. They were a production team. Okay. They did it.
White,
okay?
Ashford, and Simpson. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that they're mentioned all the time.
yes, because woo,
they did. And the last one of Jamaican Queen extraordinaire herself, Dutty Wine. It was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. That dick was so fire. It was flashes of light.
That song is so epic, and it is so. It's also weirdly crafted because there's like back then. That's when they had 3 or 4 verses.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The songs
and
were long.
Bridges and choruses, things that the kids don't do anymore. It's gone out like grape drink in Tampico.
Okay, so I'm Ashford and Simpson is. I'm gonna make sure that they reign, and you're gonna make sure that grape drink reigns. Clearly.
Listen. So I asked Jay the other day. I was like, "Do the young people know about grape drink or just drink in general?" And she was like, "No, I don't think so."
No.
So I'm gonna ask the listeners. I know we have some young listeners, and shout out to y'all and y'all old spirits on the inside. But did y'all grow up on drink? And I mean like grape drink, fruit punch drink,
possibly
lemonade drink. It's just
drink
liquid in a jug that you can consume.
If you've been to Atlanta and you've gone to an American deli, there are these clear fountain things that are not emphasized with a brand, but they are colors of juice and punch and flavors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You've seen them before. You know the clear, fountain things that are not soda.
Yeah. Not to be confused like they have at Grace Papaya, but like
yes, but similar. Yes. You get the gist of you picking up what I'm putting down. Noah is a young person who listens to this show, even though I keep begging her father to stop allowing her to do so. She said it's funny. She doesn't understand half of what we're talking about, but it's funny to her.
Neither do we.
No, we don't. But she can answer with fervor and vigor that she does not know what grape drink is.
I mean, and low key, you're raising her right because nobody should know what that is in recent times in modern history. However,
I feel like there needs to be a balance. So every so often, I'm like, no, just have a little bit of whatever this is. Like, it's good for you because I saw a good point on the internet recently that millennials are so strong and we're so resilient because we were raised on all of the preservatives and all of the terrible
microplastics.
Things. Yes, and so they're allowing
from the
us
war.
To really truly preserve ourselves. And so I don't know if these young crunchy kids such as my own are if they have the resilience that we had. Nigga, we had house keys at 7 and we was eating yellow dye number 40 or red dye or green whatever, like we were eating that, and then when niggas got healthy, it wasn't real, it was like Snackwells, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, remember when they tried to peddle Snackwell as it was some alternative healthy cookie? And goddamn
and
well it was
bars.
I almost bought one the other day.
I know you did.
Because I was like, oh yes, a lean cuisine.
Let me tell you though. Hold on.
Which they still make, by the way. I'm
Absolutely,
so
because I do buy one of them. And I'm gonna tell you which one it is. It's the
Ooh.
linguine with spinach and tomato. Every once in a while, I will be at the supermarket. I'll be like, I'm just get this little lean cuisine, nigga. When I tell you we go up for that linguine with that tomato,
Really? I still buy Bertolli. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. There's certain things that we have to restore some of the natural order of things.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to this power playlist, am I going forward or I'm going backward? Well, it's glaring at me, so I need to do this. This song has been covered by so many people, but it's such a beautiful song. But Chicago's If You Leave Me Now.
You'll take away the biggest part of me.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, please don't go. And that's not me singing, because I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm on my feet.
Charlie Puth did a cover of it with Boyz II Men like a couple years ago, and it was so good.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, yeah, but no, I mean Chicago's is obviously the T, but I was just like, it's been covered so often that you may have heard the song.
Oh, that's like when Peter Cetera covered with As Yet. They did. Hold on, wait, which one? Peter Cetera.
As Yet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, no, they did. And let me tell you about the harmonizing. Oh, Hard to Say. Oh my God. You need to go listen to Peter Cetera and As Yet's Hard to Say. It's so good. It's so good. Those niggas are harmonizing. But I do love Chicago. I have a love for Chicago. I told you, were we recording or were we just talking?
It was on Substack the other day.
Oh, okay.
It was when we were with the Beach Boys.
Yeah. Oh, Chicago and the Beach Boys. Wishing you were here. Oh, I won't give you all too much more because you have to go look at the Substack. But that is a song. Go listen to it. It is Chicago. Go listen to Chicago in general.
Chicago. They have a whole greatest hits.
Right off.
They have a greatest hits. It is fabulous.
Yeah, and Peter Cetera was in Chicago.
Yes.
That is why y'all got to listen to that song. Okay, well, since we were like dipping our toe in the Negro region, I'll do some Negro power ballads. And obviously, I had to put Nippy on the list. She is she's part of both of our galactic A teams. I can say that with assurance.
Absolutely.
We honor her very much so. And she's got two good ones. Okay, I'm going to give you all one that's actually up-tempo. And then I'm going to give you one of her good classiques. So we'll go with the classic first. You Give Good Love is a power ballad.
Love to me, baby. So good. Take this heart of mine into your head. You give good love.
Yes, it is. I often argue that is one of the most perfect pop songs ever. Because it is of how she attacks it, how it's sung, how it's so pure and soft until it's not.
The control of her voice. Like,
yes.
Stop.
The video's funny to me. But
yes. One day we need to go watch old music videos for songs we love.
Yes.
On Patreon. You Give Good Love is, and she starts off powerful. I found, like, she is like, mama comes in with the notes, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't punch you in the face. Nippy is just, queen of a power ballad. The other one, which is a power, but it is up-tempo. Queen of the Night from the Bodyguard soundtrack. Yes.
And if you gay, the Macintosh remix on Do they?
Because it knocks.
Yeah.
I do listen to that.
Do they? You know, that's all I need to know. Is Thunderpuss still living? Because remember back in the Gap where they used to have, it was the DJ Macintosh and the Thunderpuss mix. Because I haven't heard no Thunderpuss mix of No Love Galore by SZA. You know what I mean? Like I've never heard. That also might knock, actually.
I was love, love, and I'm trying to think of like the beat in the background.
That's one of the few SZA songs I like. Because I'm like, that is, yeah. Or imagine a Thunderpuss mixed to like Hiss or something.
Or like, if they did, what's the other SZA song that I know? Because Noah would be singing, I just killed my ex. And they could put, you know, like they put some beats behind that. That could work.
Yes. Yes. I see it. I see it. Whose go is it? Your turn or mine? Oh no, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's yours.
We are getting good. Okay, well, I'm gonna have a little history lesson for you.
Okay, I like that.
So one of the greatest rock songs of all time is White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. One pill makes you larger, another makes you small. Well, they broke up and they reformed a new band called Jefferson Starship. And I got into them from an episode of The Simpsons because Homer Simpson was like, everybody knows rock peaked in 1974. And I was like, well, let me get into this. And so that's how I learned about all this. And so Jefferson Starship has a song that's actually being used in a wrestler in a lower tier wrestling promotion. I'm kidding. One of the wrestlers that's not in the WWE uses like this as a theme song. Well, no, it's another. It's the WWE is the main girl, and then like there's NBA, AEW,
like the D League.
Yeah. They
playing overseas.
Kind of, yeah. Okay. But it's the song called Jane by Jefferson Starship, and they are singing down. Like, you can play it now.
Yeah, I'm about to look it up.
It's called Jane by Jefferson Starship, and he it's my whenever I go to karaoke, it's going to be my karaoke song. It is a bop.
Okay, let's see here. Jane. I feel like I know this. Okay, come on. Now you got to. Oh, singing!
Oh, wait until it gets to the chorus. Let it go.
I want to be it.
Hit a church vocal.
I like that. I like that. I like music that made me feel like I had on platforms and I snorted cocaine. I like that.
Yeah. I like mid-century music.
Yeah, I do too. This is not the same. So remember I mentioned Eric Carmen earlier because Eric Carmen is the one who originally did All by Myself. But Eric Carmen is also known for a a song that you all know. I'm not going to say you love, but you all know. And he is also singing his little dick down in this song. Hungry eyes.
Oh, yes.
The sky belows. Hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. Well, look at you and I can't disguise. I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you. Eric Cartman gave us a couple of hits. I'm
He
not
gave
gonna
us
hold
hits.
you. He had an era. He had an era.
Yes.
Why didn't they have him
Yes.
on We Are the World? Was he problematic?
It might have been, or it might have
perhaps.
been, because I can't even say on drugs, because most of them were on drugs.
was on drugs.
So I don't. Maybe he couldn't make it and realize like, oh, I'm not doing that.
They
This is
had
way
Ray
too many
Charles in
people.
there. What do you mean?
Okay. Let's take a break.
Yes.
And we'll be back with more Jada XD. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Well, Bob, music, any music really, has an incredible ability to affect the listener's value system. And rock has unprecedented power in this regard because of its pervasiveness and popularity, particularly among the most vulnerable of all listeners, young people who are still forming their views on morality, religion, all the important.
And we're back. Talking about power ballads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fast forward to something a little bit more modern.
Okay.
This is a song that everybody can sing along to.
Mhm.
It is one of the emotional songs of the early 2000s. I actually don't know what happened to them, and I wonder what happened to them.
Mhm.
And it's an interesting video too. But The Reason by Hoobastank.
I'm not a perfect person.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't mean to do those things I did to you. Oh, the gaslighting ass song. However.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell you're learning.
Yeah. It's such a great song. It is a powerful song. They are singing their little pea picking hearts out.
Again, speaking Avril Lavigne, and the reason is yo.
And the reason is yo.
See? Mm-hmm. And the reason is yo.
Yeah.
Well, now we got to find a whole playlist of where they say yo. Like it's going to be May.
Yeah.
I want to do a playlist like with the mispronunciation. Same with Monica with and you know, and I only want to make things right. Yeah, we got to do that. Okay, I'll keep it up early mid-ish to I don't even know when the fuck this came out. I'm be honest with you. But you know, we had to put Beyonce on the list. And I'm going to tell you
I didn't put her on mine, but that's interesting.
did. Because I said, let me figure out if there's a Beyonce, you know, what is the Beyonce power ballad? Best thing I never had.
Wanted you bad. I'm so through with that. 'Cause honestly, you turned out to be the best thing I ever had. You turned out to be the best thing I ever had.
I know a lot of people like that song, but I hate that song. But I can see why you would.
I said power ballad. Didn't say best.
It is a. Yes, it is a power ballad in her world. It is.
It is. Think about it. Best thing I never had is a power ballad.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll. That's fair.
Don't allow it to me.
My next song is this is a very new song.
Okay.
It's by a queer artist. She impressed me. I first heard this song on watching the Grammys randomly, and it was my first time ever seeing her or her perform it or anything, and she won hella Grammys off this song. But it actually made me tear up when I first heard it because I was like, oh my gosh, this is a hell of a song. But The Joke by Brandi Carlile.
Let 'em laugh while they can. Let 'em spin. Let 'em scatter in the wind. I have been
Yeah, it is a hit. Okay, it is something you open up. It's a song to the haters, and you open up your windows and let it blare out. And like the video, it's an ode to like queer kids who are like, you know, being made fun of and subjugated to ridicule and all that good stuff. And it's an empowering song about like, well, fuck them and you're better than them. So the joke's on them.
Yes. Go ahead, Brandi Carlile. That is a power ballad. Well, if we're going to talk, you know, I too have a power ballad about bullying on my list. Isn't that crazy? It's not really the genre of power ballads per se, but I mean, when I tell you my boy is singing the whole at the top of his lungs the entire song. I have put it on many lists before, and it is one of my karaoke songs. I did it on the cruise actually. That would be Pearl Jam's Jeremy.
Jeremy spoken.
Class today.
Yeah.
He is singing. It's a power ballad. I don't care. Pearl Jam had power ballads.
Yes. Yes.
And you can't convince me of otherwise.
No.
Yes.
I'm keeping in tune with the women folk. And this is the ultimate millennial ballad. Both versions, the piano version or the rock version. You know, My Immortal by Evanescence.
That is a power ballad.
Like,
Amy did her big one.
Amy did her big thing. Okay.
Stood on business. That whole song, honestly, like, that is a power ballad. Very good. I didn't even think about that. I like that.
I was just like, oh, Amy Lee sang.
Did. That is a white girl who can sing.
Yes.
Okay, now granted, like, you know, for her genre,
in the witchy genre.
Yes,
you know,
I
her
love
and
it.
Florence Welch. Yes, they sing.
Yes, they sang. You know who else be singing? And we don't know how old she is. I don't know how old she is for real, honestly. So sometimes I think she's 135, and sometimes I think she's 22 because of the sound of her voice. But she made a power ballad that we all know. The hoodiest of niggas knows this song at this point. And that would be Sia's Chandelier.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old is Sia?
Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly. But she
that's a power
swing
ballad.
From the chandelier. From the chandelier. There's a page that I follow about mental illness and whatnot. And they make these little cartoons and things. Let me find it. I think I saved it. And
I need to add her then, because I have another song by her that's anyhow.
Add it to the list.
Well, while you're looking that up, Sia was in a group called 07, which is one of the greatest albums of all time, Simple Things. And they have a song called Distractions. And her version live is a power ballad. It is it's the T. So was her other song, Death by Chocolate, which a fabulous power ballad.
Here, hold on, let me.
That's how I sing Chandelier.
Same. It's a sunflower in really bad weather. And it starts off 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Woo, God, that tickles me down. Oh, I do like that selection. Okay, all right. Sia. Sometimes, I don't do her all the time, but she does her big one sometimes. She did when she wrote Diamonds as well.
When you're cleaning your home, you put on 07's Simple Things album. It'll get you through. It is it's a very vibey album, but it's also like you can smoke to it, you can clean to it, you can sing to it. Her and Sophie help carry that album. It's great. But yeah, your turn.
I'm gonna take it back black. Because some of our ladies have absolutely done their good work with these power ballads. Quincy Jones and Tamia did a collaboration. That Juke joint. Let me tell you how Quincy did his big one and Quincy did a big one all the time. Okay, he had a healthy system. But You Put a Move on My Heart was Tamia busting in the fucking gate saying, look at me, I am here, you will know who I am. And that is a motherfucking power ballad, okay?
Yes, that was our first introduction to Tamia because that came out before her actual imagination.
Exactly. You Put a Move on My Heart was like, for me, when I heard it, I was like, I will listen to whatever she puts out. I don't care what it is. She was such a refreshing, just breeze that came through, and that is still one of my favorite songs of hers to this day.
Same. Well. And keeping in Negro fashion,
we can stay here for a little bit.
Well, I only got one other girl after this one, but and talking about rock in general, regardless of power ballads or not, you cannot forget Miss Tina Turner.
Absolutely not.
And a gut-wrenching, soul-stirring power ballad is What's Love Got to Do with It?
But a second-hand emotion.
Like, it's a tune. When you get to read the lyrics, you'd be like, oh. And a lot of songs as you get older, you hear and whatever, you be like, oh yeah, it's just a song that my parents listened to, and it's kind of, you like the music. But when you start reading the lyrics, you be like, oh, this hits different.
Well, first of all, she was singing to the Tin Man. She was singing to the Tin Man in that song. Because she said, let me stop this quest, this journey, this voyage right now. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
Heart can be broken.
You don't need that. She did. Tina, we need to do a Tina appreciation episode.
We do, actually.
We do.
Especially after what we were talking about with the cover of, what's it called? Yeah.
Them, Banks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Bet you didn't think Toni Braxton and all her Grammys had a power ballad, but she does. While she usually gives us good soothing songs, let us not forget that Toni also could hit a note, in her realm. In One Break My Heart.
Oh, one break my
say you love me again. Undo this hurt. That's a power ballad.
It is.
That's a power ballad.
It is.
That's a power ballad. Yeah, I got a couple of Negro power ballads on here. Not gonna hold you.
Well, my other Negro power ballad that I have is it's Ken Lee.
You stole it from me.
if you don't
without
know,
you.
Yeah, to anybody without you. If you don't know, Google or YouTube Ken Lee by Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Abe will put in a clip.
Without you, can't live with you more.
Yes. It is I forget what version of American Idol it is.
I don't know, but
I want to say it's some Asian American Idol, and this woman confidently gets up there and saying, "I'm going to sing Ken Lee by Mariah Carey."
A Ken Lee, living is without you.
Yes,
a Ken Lee.
But Without You by Mariah Carey is the song, but Ken Lee is it. It's actually the better version.
It is the better version. It's the one that I always sing.
Doesn't how I sing "There Goes My Bangs Bitch" instead of "There Goes My Baby"?
There goes my bangs bitch.
Ooh, we look at she.
We should also do an episode on that, what we sing instead of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like he's so African and bold. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Or Beyonce and Baby Boy will show come sing a tingling.
Diddy.
Mariah Carey's I can't fool with you. Mariah Carey's other power ballad is from her early days. Still one of my favorite Carey songs. I Don't Want to Cry.
Yes.
That's the power ballad. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to cry. Nothing in the world could take us back to where we used to be. Ooh, though I've given you my heart and soul. It was about who?
I know that was Tommy Mottola. I know.
Yuck.
Yeah. So I only have a couple left.
Okay.
Because we doubled up on. We have essentially the same list.
Mm-hmm.
"Love is a Battlefield" by Pat Benatar is should go in the pantheon of just great American music.
Yes.
And it's a hit. It is "Love is a Battlefield." You got it.
Love is a battlefield. That was on mine as well. That Pat did her good motherfucking shit with "Love is a Battlefield."
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Pat did her good shit with "Love is a Battlefield." Do I have any other Pat Benatar on here, or did I already give it to you? Oh, you gave it to me. Okay. You know, we can't do power ballads without putting in, you know, some of the, I guess, well, used to be young queens, you know? This is modern-ish. And not everybody who does the power, but generally they can sing, but not everybody can sing. But it doesn't mean that they're not singing with their toes scrunched up. Mm-hmm. And Britney Spears in Stronger was doing her hard lifting.
stronger than yesterday. Take no more. I am stronger. Yes, she did. She did.
She was scrunching her toes up.
She did with her one run that she does every song, but it works.
Yeah, it works for her. You got to know your limitations.
Yes.
That was a power ballad. That was her power ballad.
Yes. My next one is it's a classic gay anthem. And I'm so glad that Chad Michael showed up on Drag Race this past couple of weeks because it reminded me of this song. Because every time I hear this song and people try to cover Cher, people are like, I think of what Chad Michael says, and she was like, Cher doesn't do that whole thing. Like she never did that. And it's so funny because RuPaul continues to do it.
Every time. Did it right when Chad came out.
Exactly. But if I could turn back time.
If I could turn back time.
I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words.
Maybe if I find my way. A hit.
That was a hit. That was a hit.
It was.
Cher, timeless. I don't know what kind of blood she drinks, but
no.
Timeless. Amy Jade, my Virgo queen. She generally made good soothing gems for us as well. And this one is no different, but it also was, and she also had a powerful voice as well. She just chose to reserve it. But Valerie.
Making a fool out of it. Why don't you come on over,
Valerie. Another song that's pronounced oddly.
Won't you come on over, Valerie?
Yes.
Yeah, Valerie. Yeah, we should put that on the list. That is on the list. Versace. Yes.
Yes. I could do 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna save that one for last. I mentioned them before, but and we reference this song often, but it's such a really pretty song and indicative of a lot of things in this world. But Matchbox 20's Unwell.
I don't know why, but I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me.
I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. Yes, it's a really sweet song, but it's also like, okay, nigga, get a grip. But it is a very sweet song and a wonder, and it's actually kind of a country song the way
it is. It is.
But
it
a
is.
Hit.
What do I have here? 2 more. I think I have. Kate Bush made a song. Okay, she told us she was running up that road. She was running up that hill. Okay, and that is a power ballad in my eyes. Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush is a power ballad.
It is.
That's how she sounds. Been running up that road, been running up that hill. Have Dustin, ask Dustin, if you all hear this, tweet him.
Yes.
And tell him that Jade asked him to sing a rendition of Running Up the Hill because he loves that song.
Yes, that and 500 miles.
And I will walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man. Da 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 da.
Yes. My final song is I've been playing this album a lot, and I realized that it is one of the best albums ever recorded. It is a storytelling of an album. It is it's actually her Lemonade before we even knew what Lemonade was. And this song is so deep, and she sings it with so much passion. But my last song is You Learn by Alanis Morissette. Jagged Little Pill is a perfect album.
An album. Okay.
Yeah, but You Learn. I was like, I understand this now more than ever.
Yes. Grown angst.
Yes, grown angst.
Yeah. Isn't it ironic?
Yes, but
she sang grown angst perfectly when you think about it. Yeah.
But yeah, You Learn is my final song by Alanis Morissette. It would have been You Ought to Know, but no, it needed something a little bit more gut-wrenching, and You Learn is the one that hits different.
You did good. You did good there. I was also trying to think of one that is not what I typically go to for this artist, and the person who actually made me realize that this was a power ballad was Noah. Sometimes this is part of her playlist in the shower where she, and to hear her sing it is really funny. But there was a movie that came out called A Star Is Born. I never saw it. Starring a white man named Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. And they sang a song together called Shallow. That is okay. I'm on the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Nigga, that's a power ballad. That's a current power ballad. Shallow. And it always reminds me of Modern Family because there was this episode where Cameron and Mitch got a new fridge. And the fridge talks to you and like learns your preferences and gives suggestions for recipes and so forth. And at one point, Mitchell's on the fridge like he's dancing with it, and they're singing a duet of Shallow. That was a wonderful show. I don't care what nobody says. Modern Family was a perfect show.
Yes, it was. Brought to us by Stephen Levitan, who came from Frasier, actually.
Oh, makes sense. And also check out XD Substack, okay?
Yes.
An homage.
Yes. That was today's episode. It was super fun. We'll have to do a part 2.
Yeah.
This was a treat.
Tune
in everywhere that we are, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Yes, we're moving on.